The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of all of us at Nature Sunshine's home office, we wish to extend to you a very warm welcome to our webinar this warm summer evening, at least here in Utah, perhaps where you are as well. We applaud you for investing in yourselves a little bit this evening by participating with us in our webinar, where we have the one and only Judy Plodna, who is an area manager in Dubuque, Iowa. Judy is one of our top coaches in the entire country. She has really figured out the IN.FORM program. She has a very solid group with her in her area, and her area has now grown to include several states. In fact, she has coaches as far away as Florida. Which gives you an idea of her reach and just how good she is. She, as I mentioned, just has a very large growing group of coaches in her organization. She, by day, works in her own salon. She's a hairdresser, and we may learn a little bit more about that as the evening progresses. But what Judy has shared with us is she hopes to someday maybe even retire from the hairdressing profession and dedicate her resources, her energies and time, talents to getting people better, inspiring others to a healthier, happier lifestyle, in large part with the IN.FORM program. So Judy, on behalf of all of us who are tuning in with you this evening, we would like to extend to you a warm welcome as well, and we'll just let you take us on the drive. I love your slides. You're going to take us on a drive tonight to how we can become better and more successful coaches. So Judy, with that, we are all yours.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Terry, for that fantastic introduction. And I can't wait to share with you this evening my tips and tricks that have taken me to the top. And it is a fun presentation. We did put it in a fun little format that we're going to take a summer drive. This was done, about a month ago or so. So we're still going to wrap up summer, and we're going to call it cruising into fall now, since I bought a mum to put out in the front yard already. So I like fall. I'm excited about fall here in Iowa. So we're going to take a cruise into fall instead of our summer cruise, if you guys are okay with that. As Scott mentioned, I am a hairdresser, and I've gotten to a point now where I'm choosing to still do hair. I practice behind my chair about a day or two a week, sometimes 3 or 4 when I've been traveling and have to catch up. But I love my people, and they mean the world to me, and I've been in the business for 20 years. It's pretty exciting. But my IN.FORM practice is growing and growing and growing. I went from doing consultations, one-on-one, and it wasn't getting the job done as quickly as I would have liked. And when IN.FORM came along, I just skyrocketed. It is such a great opportunity that anyone can pick that ball up and go with, and I'm going to show you how. So tonight, let's drive your IN.FORM business to the next level. Here we go. Cruise along with me. Let me help you set your GPS for success. We are going to talk tonight about how to fill those groups, how you can increase your income, identify new coaches, how to handle excuses that come your way, and I want to teach you how to lead like you mean it. So here I am in my convertible. I'm the driver tonight, and you are my passenger. Let's start talking about how to fill groups. So it all comes down to gut health, as you know. That is the key to marketing and talking about this program. It is not about weight loss. That is a wonderful side effect if that's what happens, but it is about the gut. Now, who do you know that has a gut? Everyone. So everyone is a candidate for IN.FORM. I think it's a big misconception that it's about weight loss. It truly is about gut health. And do not leave anyone out. Do not leave out the skinny people. Do not leave out the men when you're trying to fill groups. You can be skinny fat, and you can have all kinds of blood pressure issues and gut issues, even if you're thin. And a lot of times we put the ladies in a group, maybe in an office setting, but we forget to ask the gentlemen. They have a gut too, so don't leave anyone out. Over 80% of people try to eat healthy, but over 90% of them fail at it. They all need your help. They fail without a plan, and they fail without accountability, and you have both to offer: a plan and accountability, not to mention your plan has been clinically proven. So this is a workshop tonight. People, get out your pens and your pencils and your paper, and we're going to do a little homework together tonight. So get it out, and I want you to right now start a list. Believe it or not, you personally know 200 people by name. Think about it. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, the person who rotates your tire, the people that watch your children, the people that come into your children's lives. Start making that list of the 200 people you already know by name. Go through your phone, go through those contacts, go through your Facebook friends, and start making that list. Next, before and after pictures, do a great job filling groups. If you have not coached one person yet, begin with your own story. This is a picture of my husband and I before we were living an in-form lifestyle. On the left, we're a handsome couple having a really good time, but we didn't know how truly healthy and how fulfilling our lives could be until we met in.FORM. So besides losing weight, we gained energy and we gained health. So share with people in these before and after pictures, and start with a testimony. What was the challenge before you started in.FORM? So, my challenge for me, I was skinny fat. I didn't look like I needed to lose weight. However, I had blood sugar issues and I wasn't feeling very well. Share your story about how you were introduced to Nature Sunshine. I was introduced to Nature Sunshine by a lady named Julie. I was complaining to her about my husband's acid reflux, and she had asked me if I had ever tried anything natural. So more than 10 years ago, my whole business began with a $12 product called Stomach Comfort. And how many of you, before in.FORM even came along, you started with the company because of your gut or someone's gut you knew? Acid reflux, indigestion, irritable bowel, whatever it was. So share what product you started with and how long before you got results. That's a great way to start filling groups, is by being sincere and putting that information out there that you once struggled too, and this is how you overcame that challenge. Then start putting out those testimonials. So this here is what I call my local poster boy. He did amazing with me as his coach, but what was phenomenal was that after his time with me, he kept up the lifestyle and went ahead and dropped another 20 pounds and looks fantastic. So I need to update this slide with his new information, but for now, we'll go with this, that if he can do it, anyone can. And what you do in this testimony is communicate all the benefits, not just the weight loss. So let's take a look at this testimony so you know what to ask of people to put into yours. So with in.FORM, he lost 35 pounds, which we're grateful for. However, what's most important is that he reduced his metabolic age by 43 years. You are going to get asked, what is metabolic age? Be prepared to explain it. He lost 22.5 inches. Here's where we get to the good stuff. He no longer suffers from digestive concerns, heartburn. He takes half his blood pressure medication. He has more energy. He sustained a ski trip with his son that he never would have been able to do before. He can handle convenience store purchasing, and he has learned not to let travel sabotage his efforts. And his favorite product was the IN.FORM whey protein. Now, what is so powerful about this testimony? You saw what his challenge was, right? Heartburn, convenience store purchasing because he travels a lot for his job. How many people out there, if you polled them, have the same problem, that they travel a lot and they have heartburn? So look how many people you already have their attention just with that. Then he sustained a ski trip with his son. How many people out there with cardiometabolic dysfunction, isn't that a mouthful? How many people out there have children that they would love to spend quality time with, but because of where they are in life, they're unable to do so? So let people read through the lines of that testimony. Let them feel that emotionally. And at the end, capture them with a favorite product from Nature's Sunshine. Maybe that person is not ready to be coached. Maybe that person is not ready to commit to a new lifestyle. However, they may very quickly go and buy that whey protein because look what it did for this guy. Now, we know that's not the truth. We know IN.FORM is all about the hard work that this guy put in. It all has to come together at the same time. The food, the exercise, the stress management, and then we have the best products on the globe to help with all of that. In my opinion, of course. Okay, so you don't have to wait for big groups to get started. Okay, we get a little hung up about that when it comes to our coaches portal. You are able to register a group when you have 5, submit that photo, and then be rewarded. Do not wait until you have 5 people to begin. Take it from my advice, a couple of things here. 1, whenever I have 2 people who can gather at the same time, I begin a class. So this summer, I had 2 sisters that wanted to do Wednesdays at 4 o'clock. We opened a class. Then I put it out there on Facebook that we have a new class opening. Who wants to join? That class went from 2 to 7 over the course of just a few weeks. Now, keep the group rolling. What that means is, don't start at week 1, go to week 13, and then hustle like heck to start another group again. Instead, go ahead and let people drop in as the interest comes, and as your participants that you already have begin to invite others. So what makes it easiest for me is that the new participant I sit down with and do a consultation and make sure they understand the food plan. Then they're ready to drop in no matter if I'm on week 4, 11, whatever it is. How do I get people to fill my groups for me? I personally offer referral cash as incentives. I have no problem if they put someone into my class handing them a $20 bill, and I do that in front of everyone because then they say, well, how do I get one of those crisp $20 bills? Well, send me your friend. Well, let's put them in your class. It'll be fun to do this together. So that's what I do, and it works great for me. If you want to use samples or something else, you're more than welcome, but I'll tell you how I get this job done in the next slide or two. So let's go back to what I mentioned about a Facebook event. So on Facebook, if you do not have a business page set up, I want you to go and look this up. Look at YouTube for a tutorial, go on to Pinterest for some directions, and I want you to create a business page. On here is where you create your events and make sure that it is public so that you can invite others to join you. And you want to share this to your wall so that everyone can see it. And if I've lost you here on this, I will recap. But in this event, you want to drop tips in it daily until the end of the event. And you want to ask them to message you for a free consultation, okay, evaluation. And what we're talking about there is get them on the bio tracker. So even if they can't attend the event, but they can come see you at another time, the idea is to get them on that bio tracker, because when they see their metabolic age, they sign up on the spot. So create that Facebook event for the date that your class begins. We also schedule an IN.FORM open house on Facebook. And this works out great, where that first opportunity is to come in, hear about IN.FORM, sample the shakes, hand out some fun recipes maybe, and then invite them back in the next week or two, or to one of the classes that you have going. So we have very good luck having open houses, and we have very good luck putting our events publicly on Facebook. So questions about that, just let me know at the end. But YouTube and Pinterest have great tutorials, and we'll walk you through how to set up a Facebook business page. Your IN.FORM is different than anything else on the market, and I really capitalize on the fact that we offer personal coaching. I build a brand around personal coaching. I am ever so grateful to Nature Sunshine for putting forth all the time and effort and investment in having us certify as a coach. It just gives it so much more credibility, and the message stays consistent. I love it. So what you have to offer people is education, motivation, holding them accountable, and let them know that personal coaching is affordable, so that fear is not there right off the bat. It sounds special, like you have to be a celebrity to be able to afford a personal coach. That is not the truth, and that needs to be delivered right away, because even if people are on the right track, they will get run over if they just sit there. And that means whether they're in business or whether they're a participant working in IN.FORM. So daily habits are what matter. Are you ready? And that's a tagline that I use for IN.FORM participants. It's what you do on a daily basis. The things that make us successful are easy to do, but are we doing them every single day? Personal coaching is the key to learning how to make and sustain your health goals. So this is what I use to fill groups and to market IN.FORM is the personal coaching aspect. How do I get that job done? Well, again, I share stories of coaching success. So in this picture here, there's two of my managers underneath me who are IN.FORM coaches. Shout out to Amanda and Jody. And let me tell you, I learn just as much from my team as I am able to give them the information, but I congratulate them, and I make that a big deal when they have success with one of their participants. So on the right, this gal, she already was fabulous, but now she's fit and fabulous because of Amanda's coaching with IN.FORM, leading her to take her lifestyle by the horns and set a great example for the rest of her family. So this program is so revolutionary. Now, I hashtag gut health is sexy, okay? I'm going to capitalize on that. I was asked before how to make gut health look sexy. Well, here's the deal. It's the coaches. You have to walk the talk. And, I have a good-looking team because they have all done IN.FORM, and they look good, and they feel good, and they're ready to tell the world. So because of the coaches and the participants, gut health is sexy. I also do thank you notes to my referrals with that cash in there. I'm a little bit old school for my age, I know, but it means a lot to get something that is written in ink, and I'm a big fan of thank you notes. I think they're well received, and they're even more exciting to open when there's a $20 bill in there. Now, how do I afford to give away these $20 bills? I use my Smart Start bonus. So let's just say that Scott referred Tom to my IN.FORM class, and I started Tom on a $240 kit. For me, that is an $80 Smart Start, and I am more than happy to give Scott $20 of my Smart Start money, because Scott is going to keep them coming for me. That's less money I have to spend on expensive advertising and other things that it works for me. So I firmly believe that it takes money to make money, and that's how I get the job done, is handwritten thank you notes and $20 referral cash. So if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. I'm just going to share with you tonight my best practices. Now, Nature Sunshine is hands down amazing and awesome and wonderful. We all agree, but they cannot read our minds, unfortunately. So they do not always have a promotion at the right time that you need one, okay? So create your own promotions. There are times where we have an opportunity to get products a little bit less expensive. You know, they are the product of the month, or maybe we get the product premium with our Smart Start order, or our, Sunshine Rewards orders. So where there's an opportunity, you know, not too long ago, I think it was buy 3 probiotics, get 1 free or something like that. So that's your time to take advantage of a little discount on a product and be able to use that as your own promotion. I know one of my downline girls, she did a great promotion where her sales were a little down for the summer, because if we can all agree, summer is the hardest, both for us in sales, but for our participants in participating. Summer is a tough time. And it gets better, I promise. You hang in there long enough and summer doesn't suck as bad as it used to. You get better at this. But anyway, create your own promotions. The times were tough. Her sales were down. So she threw that out there. She took advantage of the buy 3, get 1 free probiotics, and she let her people know that anybody with a $200 order, she was offering them a free probiotic, you know, if they placed that order, to go ahead and message her that the order was placed. She confirmed that it was, and they got the free probiotic. So whether it's with samples or with it, you know, a little discount on your class or whatever it is, get comfortable creating your own promotions when you need them to fill a group. Be creative. It's fun. And, you know, network with other people. Maybe you have a massage therapist you know that's willing to give you a free, you know, $10 off massage coupons. And that could be sort of your promotion. You know, join IN.FORM, get $10 off a massage. So start to think outside the box and start to network with all of your friends and neighbors, because we all need to build each other up. Samples, samples, samples. I love Purify. I love protein in little packages. I love the fixated, and just attach your sticker with your contact information on there. I think it's exciting to meet someone new, to offer them a sample and ask them, if I give you this sample, is it all right if I reach back out to you in a day or two and see how you liked it? So you've given it to them, they've got your information, but you've already asked for permission to go ahead and follow up with them. So it's more comfortable when you do. When you give them a call, they remember you. So I really tend to use samples with my sticker on it more often than I use a business card. To fill groups, if you're running groups now, have some fun in your group. Who doesn't want to join the fun group? I'm telling you, it's exciting. Friendships form. They start to swap recipes. They have a good time. And that's what's fun to tell their friends about. I'm in an IN.FORM class on Wednesday nights. It is a hoot. You should come. They didn't say anything about what IN.FORM was and what you get out of it, just that they're having a good time. And right away, their friend doesn't want to miss out on something like that. So, you know, stick to the book, get the fact out there, but then shake it up, mix it up, have a good time. I know my group up in Lancaster, Wisconsin on Monday nights, they have a blast. I think their people come almost an hour early for class because they're so excited to come, and I think they might have to shut the lights off and fold up the chairs to get them to go home, but they're having a good time. You know, if you want to bring in like snacks or have potlucks, or people do all kinds of things with IN.FORM. They have essential oil parties or oil of the month. So get creative and have a little fun in those groups already. Be very savvy at being able to explain the bio tracker. We have a tool that no one else has that measures metabolic age. So be able to explain it, that it gives you a snapshot of your current health in 8 different areas. It allows you to measure weekly progress over the next 13 weeks. It's our leg up on the competition. To fill groups, I offer free assessments with my BioTracker wherever I go. Again, I build the brand around personal coaching and around the BioTracker. It is not the most expensive piece of equipment we can own, but let me tell you, to my business, it has so much value to me that I would guard it like my firstborn child. I love the BioTracker. I love that we have it. I love that we have that leg up. So besides being clinically proven, this amazing program that we have, we also have the best product ever made, hands down, my opinion. Okay, so we have personal coaching. We have the BioTracker. We're clinically proven, and we have the highest quality, best products on the market ever made, and we have 600 to pull from. Who can top that? When approaching people, make sure you clearly and effectively communicate in detail what IN.FORM is if you get that far into a conversation. So IN.FORM is a 13-week holistic approach to health. It is a game plan for life and success. It's not a diet plan or a fad. We rebuild and we replenish the gut. That is what's most important, and what you really need to get out there to people is we rebuild and replenish the gut. It's about gut health. We address nutrition, food, water, protein, exercise, detox, stress, sleep, hormones, balance in the body. We create an environment where dis-ease cannot exist. We educate. We start from the beginning. We bring pH into balance, reduce inflammation, reduce cholesterol, balance blood sugar. Clinically proven to work. It is not going to be easy, but it is going to be worth it. And I'm telling you, it is super rewarding to me when I hear my successful participants. I ask them, what was so hard, or what was so rough, or what was so bad, or what are you surprised about? And they always say, this wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. To be honest with you, it's not so hard to walk away from a donut. I don't feel bad about not having one. I mean, sure, I'd enjoy one, but I don't feel bad about walking away from one. I know how I'd feel after I eat it. So it's just wonderful when the light bulb comes on. To fill groups, you need to make yourself visible in your community. Get out there. Before asking people to join you, you maybe need to join their organizations first. So look for things you're interested in. If you are a mother of a preschooler, maybe you join a group of moms of preschoolers. Or if you like to, quilt or whatever it is, get out there. And sometimes before asking people to join you, you need to go ahead and join them first. So attend events. Now, when I'm talking about events in general, I'm talking about maybe wellness fairs or trade shows or things like that. So sometimes you got to spend a little money to make money, right? So you pay money to put up a booth and you put out your product, and the most important thing you put out is your BioTracker. Now, if you expect to fill a class and have a bunch of signups and have people buy a ton of product off your table, you will leave there disappointed. These booths are just for getting the word out that you exist, and the fortune is in the follow-up. So you need to collect contact information at your booth, whether you want to have a drawing or a giveaway, or maybe they fill it out when they're getting on the BioTracker. It's best to exchange a little gift to get that information. Now, they may not want to give you their phone number, but they will hands down, without blinking an eye, put down their email address. So collect that information. Maybe say, for your email address, I would love to offer you a free sample, or maybe would it be okay if I follow up and send you my top 10 smoothie recipes? So give something in return for collecting that information. And then the fortune is in keeping track of, are you writing this down? Keep track of this contact information. Do not lose it, because I'm going to tell you what to do with it in just a little bit. Oh, by the way, the gal in that slide, that is my right-hand man, my girl, Nikki. And it was exciting that she got asked. One of her participants, Lindsay, did extremely well with IN.FORM, loved it. And when there was a Nurses Appreciation Day at our local hospital, she asked Nikki to come and share with them the BioTracker and also essential oils. So when Nikki went and did this, we created that event on Facebook. And no matter where my coaches go for what event it is, whether it's essential oils or habit of health classes, they always represent themselves as an IN.FORM coach first. So wear your t-shirt and take your BioTracker. So even when there's an essential oil party, before getting to the party, getting to the party part of the party, say that 10 times fast, get people, introduce yourself as an IN.FORM coach. Let them know that after the party, they are welcome to jump on your BioTracker. It's an amazing tool that assesses the body where it is today. But for now, we're going to have some fun with essential oils. I do monthly habit of health classes. They range from all different kinds of topics. But again, I always represent myself as an IN.FORM coach first. That is the hat I wear. Let's talk about increasing your income. All right, got that paper and pen? Honestly, what are you doing with your time? Are you sitting around watching Netflix? Therefore, also look at your planner, your schedule, and set aside hours of operation. You guys, this is like a vacation. If you don't pencil it in, you will never take that vacation. So just like that, we are going to set aside hours of operation for your business. Now, what are you going to do with that time? You are going to prospect. Present the opportunity is what prospect means to me. You're going to cold call some people, host meetings with people. Do not miss a Nature Sunshine webinar. You are foolish not to take advantage of all the free education this company provides for us. And be honest with yourself. Can you commit the next 5 years to your business? Because it takes that long. You have to stay in the game long enough for people to trust you, for people to watch you deliver, that they now will join you. I'm telling you, I have leads from 3 or 4 years out now that are just coming through the door now. They sat and watched and made sure that it was safe and that it was, I was going to be with it long enough and that I was going to have enough successful people come out that door before they came. So commit right now. If you took the leap to be an IN.FORM coach, commit right now on paper to yourself to stick with it for 5 years, because it's going to take that kind of time to build trust. Do not jump ship. Do not hop around. You just start over. So you've made your mind up. You've invested your money. We've got a plan of action for you. Now let's do it. So that list of 200 names, we're going to put it into action very soon. First and foremost, believe in your company. Believe in your profession. And believe in yourself. I'm telling you, network marketing is not a dirty word. It is an opportunity that we are blessed to have. It is 45 years in the making for this company. It is important that we can get our products into everyone's hands, not just people who can afford to see a practitioner. We have the highest quality. We have Linda Hammonds, the Terminator, proving that to us. That's what she lives for, is to deliver that proof. So you are in the right company at the right time, who has backed IN.FORM thoroughly. And you have the right tools and the right personality to rock this business. Thoughts become your words, and your words become your actions, and our actions determine your outcome. So focus on income-producing daily activities and believe that they will be worth it. So these daily activities, the cold calling, the prospecting, the meeting with people, the developing of Facebook posts, the follow-up, you guys. It doesn't turn over as quick as you'd like it to, but it will turn over faster and faster and faster the more you do it. So believe that your time is being committed to something that is worth it, because it is. Remember your why when you get discouraged, because in this business there are highs and there are lows. So when you're low, you remember why. Why did you decide to coach? What was your passion? What is your purpose? What drives you emotionally? And it is perfectly okay for prosperity reasons. We are blessed to make money helping others. So when you have success, I just went on the Mediterranean cruise, and I tell you what, world travel was never on my bucket list. And I got to travel the world. How did I explain that to people who asked me about earning this incentive trip? Do you know what I said? I said this trip is a reflection of how many people I have been able to help, and it's a reflection of the hardworking team that I have that I am forever grateful for. So put that out there to the universe. Set goals. Create a dream board. Remember your why. Get an accountability partner, and then track your results. Okay, these are things that you can do daily. Goal setting is very important, whether it's in business, whether it's personally. Set those goals. If you write nothing down, nothing may happen. So put those out there. As a team, we had a meeting and we did dream boards together. How fun to inspire one another to reach for whatever it is. It's exciting. And then have an accountability partner. I have a girl from the beginning. I mentioned her name before, Nikki. Her and I took this on together at the beginning, and we can't go a week without talking to each other because so much happens for her and so much happens for me, and we've got to run things by each other. She's my sounding board. I'm her accountability partner. And, it can be your spouse. It can be one of your adult children. But, tell someone what you're working on. Tell them what you want. Tell them what your plan is to get there. Let them ask you what you've done on purpose to build your business. And then track your results. I always call it wash, rinse, repeat. If you track your results and you find something that works, write it down so you can repeat it later. Okay, now let's do this. You've got that list of 200 people, or you're working on that list, or you promised to turn it in by 7 a.m. tomorrow, correct? Now that you have that list, every single person on there, I want you to look at them as either a potential coach at some time, just a customer or a future participant of yours, or a connector. It is perfectly fine if people just want to buy from you. It is perfectly fine if people don't want to buy from you, but they know people who would. And it is perfectly fine if that customer one day would be a great coach. So these people are going to move around in your list a little bit. I've had people bounce around from just a connector to buying my product to joining IN.FORM to now coaching. Amazing. So everybody fits in your business plan one way or another. And what you do is you message them, you call them, or you ask them to coffee. Well, I like coffee. Maybe you like tea, but you get the point. And follow up, follow up, follow up. You keep this list. You write down when you reached out to them. You write down when you're going to follow up with them. You are panning for gold here. If you don't sift you will never hit the jackpot, okay? So this daily activity, this daily list making, this daily business building opportunities, not every person is going to jump right in. It's exciting when they do, but not everyone will. But if you never do these things, you will never get that person that just jumps in. Now I have a challenge for you. Every day, leave the house with 3 business cards and do not come home until they are gone. Or even better, ask someone for their card. So every day, if you come home with 3 business cards of someone else's, that's an amazing day. And think about where you go. The grocery store, the bank, for me, the beauty supply store, everywhere I go. It's so nice to meet you. Can I get your contact information? May I follow up with you in a week? The more you practice it, the easier and the easier it gets. And, sometimes there's a tough cookie out there. It's okay. You get used to hearing no. It just means not now, or I don't know enough. But do not make an expensive mistake. Can you think of the one person who would totally rock this business? What if you never ask them to join you? Maybe you assume they're too busy. Maybe you think they don't have the money to get started. What if someone else asks them and they jump in full throttle? Ugh, you snooze, you lose. Let people know that they have an opportunity here. I just taught a habit of health class Monday night, and I let people know who I'm with, Nature Sunshine. I let them know it is a networking company. Churches are networks. Again, I don't believe it's a dirty word whatsoever. I explain it that I want to be able to put quality products in everyone's hands, even people who can't afford a practitioner, and that, if they put down the name of someone that sponsors them, the company, they give the reward to that person. So who doesn't want to help out a friend? So let people know about the opportunity. Don't be shy. The more you do it, the more comfortable you will become. Now, increasing income. Put your program graduates on a maintenance program. So if they have achieved their goal, to keep them there, at least a shake a day and a probiotic a day. And then of course, you're going to put on your, consultation hat and add any additional Nature Sunshine products as necessary. Maybe they're still working with a faulty thyroid or something like that. Follow up with your graduates. Have them get on the program again if they're losing ground. How sweet of you to think of them 45 days after they've been gone from the program. Just drop them a little note. How are you? What can I help with? It means a lot, even if it's just a Facebook message or a text message. How are you? How may I help you? And they might say, oh, I forgot. I did so good with IN.FORM and I loved coming. I can't believe I dropped the ball on that. When is your next class? So you have people that have come through the program, put them on a maintenance program, or get them back in your door. This is additional income for you. Imagine the income potential if everyone you touched bought products from you forever. And we know that Nature Sunshine has that customer retention. Once they've tried our probiotics, they're never going to go back to the ones they got from Walgreens. Okay, identifying new coaches. There's one in every group who loves to cook, who is loving to share, who gets the lifestyle, who needs the money. Who would you invest in? I have honestly held on to their check and given it back to them when they certify. In this group here, I knew in my heart of hearts that that girl closest to the camera was going to be my next coach. And so when she paid me for class as a participant, I told her, I'm going to hold on to this check and I'm not going to cash it for the next 13 weeks because if you certify as an IN.FORM coach, I want you to use that money to do that. And I'm telling you, to this day, she's one of my strongest, most amazing self-starting coaches ever. But this girl, if someday I have tons and tons and tons of money, I would pay for her to cook for me on a daily basis. She is the queen of tweaking recipes. How wonderful. By the way, her name is Sarah. Who in that group is sending you the most referrals? You've got that person possibly that has sent you their uncle, their aunt, their brother, their sister, their mother's brother and sister. That person, it's like, hey, you know what? You shouldn't be keeping this money for yourself. I mean, I really appreciate you sending these people in. And I know you've enjoyed the class, and I know you've taken it once or twice, but don't you think you want to coach and have this income for yourself? And show that person how to move from a member to a manager nicely by certifying as an IN.FORM coach. Look for people just like you. I put a little blip on Facebook, you know, wifey, mama bear, boss babe. That's who I am. I am a wife, I have children, and I run my own business. I'm an entrepreneur. So the one who can handle it all. Join my team transition to spread wellness to our community through personal coaching. I will inform you myself, ready to put some jingle in your jeans. See Judy Pladna. So look for people just like you. This is my friend Kim. Kim was a not now person. I call her my comeback kid. So Kim, she came to IN.FORM, well over 2 years ago now. She came to 2 meetings, and then I say she went into witness protection program. So I say that when people vanish, they went into the witness protection program. Well, she returned this year with an all-in attitude, and I'm telling you, Kim dropped 4 dress sizes, and she feels wonderful. She loves IN.FORM. She loved the metabolic age support shakes, and her, favorite herb that really got her to where she needed to be was the chickweed for her. Did a great job helping her water come up and her body fat go down. Now, where did I learn about chickweed? Just a little shout out to Mary Ward, because I think she's listening. Who knew about chickweed before Mary Ward taught me about chickweed? Not this girl, but it's an awesome tool to get water to come up and body fat to go down. So Kim has an entrepreneurial spirit. She was just a customer. She's now a connector, but soon she's going to be a distributor. Actually, she's opening shop. The shop is open, and it will be stocked with Nature Sunshine for retail, very soon. So be patient. How long does it take? Long enough, okay? You have to stay in the game long enough for people like Kim to come back around and swing that bat as hard as she can and knock it out of the park. So you hang in there for that opportunity. Now, I would be nowhere without the inspiration from my team. I work hard for them. Their success is my success. The best coaches for me have been stylists, yoga teachers, thermographers, massage therapists, personal trainers, stay-at-home boss babes, and past participants. I do all I can to help them fill their groups. I myself do not teach an evening group because I want my prospects to take my evening classes with my other coaches, and I teach some morning and some afternoon classes. So I want their classes to be full, and I help them to the best of my ability get that job done. And when I've taught them these practices that I'm teaching you tonight, they work hard for themselves now. I don't have to work so hard to fill their groups because they're in the driver's seat. They know what to do. Here's the excuses you are going to hear. Are you ready? You might want to write down these replies. I always hear, I'm so busy. I understand how you feel. I felt the same way when I got started. I was behind my chair in the salon full-time and doing this very part-time. I started with just 3 hours a week. 1 hour I prepped for my class. 1 hour I taught the class, and 1 hour I spent prospecting for new participants. So I literally would take out my schedule and I would block out 3 hours a week to work my IN.FORM business. I don't have the money. I can appreciate that. Many people are in the same place. Because money is tight, now is all the more reason to begin coaching. What if I can teach you a simple way to make money back with our bonuses during your first month? And that's when you introduce them to Smart Start. And what makes Smart Start so successful, in my opinion, is the cardiometabolic age kits that are $240. That's a great way to get your money back when it comes to paying for your certification. What if they say, I'm not a salesperson? Terrific. I'm not either. I just share my story and educate about the products that I love. I'm looking for passionate people who, when they love something, they share. If I didn't think you could do this, we wouldn't be talking. So, I'm probably talking to someone who's already shared with me something that they love. Maybe it's a lipstick or the new vehicle they bought or the breed of puppy that they own, right? They're passionate about something, so they're sharing it with me. And I know they love Nature Sunshine or will love Nature Sunshine, and they will be excited to share that as well. What if they say, I don't know anyone? Well, that's awesome, because this business is all about the people you will meet. I will teach you how I found prospects and customers for my business. Leaders lead. Share with your new coaches what it is you do every day, what to put in an email, what to put in a message, what to say on a cold call, monthly newsletters. You can't expect someone to do what you are unwilling to do. So be a product of the product. And in this case, I'm referring to be a product of the business. So you work the business, and then you can expect others to do the same. We have team meetings, and this is honestly where the magic happens. These meetings, this is not the Judy show. It is not all about me at all. First comes them. I try to have an agenda of information I want to share with them. And I laugh there because we have so much fun at these meetings that sometimes I don't get my agenda in, and I don't care. I will follow up with an email. But what I want to know is what's working for them and what is not. And then as a team, we fix it. We dream together. We have a good time. I let them invite anyone that they have that's new that is interested in the business. So if you're not holding meetings with your team, and I'm telling you, even if your team right now is just you and your best friend, meet together, meet monthly at minimum. Now let's get back to the newsletters. Take what successful people are doing, tweak it to be you, and then watch what happens. So Ralph and Lonnie from California, I received their newsletters, and I never wrote my own, but because they inspired with me, I began, and I really saw an increase in my business. I use a service called MailChimp, MailChimp. Now today I had a message from Jana. Shout out to my girl Jana. I think she's on our call tonight. That she told me today how easy MailChimp is and how grateful she was that she had asked about that tool because it is very user-friendly. Learn from the best in the business and do what they're doing. Now, what do you put in a newsletter? Whatever, like this one I did, this was inspired by a participant of mine. He was having issues with IN.FORM because he was a night owl. So I wanted to share with him how important it is to sleep. And I also wanted to share with him about, sugar. So because I have this information to share with him, I also knew that other people out there were going to need to hear it. So I put that in a newsletter. Now here's just a quick idea for you that worked well for me. My newsletter this month that I sent out, I put in there that if anybody wanted my top 10 smoothie recipes to send me their email address, and I forwarded that back. That happened right away. Those people were emailing me for those recipes. So, trade them for that information. Make it valuable for them. Now, when it comes to sending an email, this gal reached out and wanted to know more about IN.FORM. And I get that all the time. Hey, can you tell me more about IN.FORM? Well, you don't want to spill your beans right there in a message. You want to get them in to see you in person. So I said, hi, Abby. I'm happy to help. IN.FORM is about you and your goals, and I can light the path for you to walk to reach them. When is a good time to get together for a free consultation? I would like to introduce you to IN.FORM, answer your questions, and ask a few of my own to get us going in the right direction. That was all about Abby, and it was not all about me, and it was not all about IN.FORM. I will get her in person, get her on the bio tracker, and then deliver what IN.FORM is all about. How about just a message, something quick and easy? Good afternoon. This Friday morning or next Thursday morning, I have time available to sit and chat with you about your health goals. Are you free for an hour? That's a great message. And here's a sample of a cold call. Now, cold calling is scary, but I'm going to tell you how to do it right, okay? So I introduced myself. Hi, I'm Judy Pladna. I'm a personal coach. Then I start asking them questions. So let's say they're a chiropractor. I ask them, how long have you been a chiropractor? What do you need help with? Do you struggle to drive customer traffic? Do you struggle keeping people engaged? So I listen and I listen and I listen. Then I deliver a solution. I'm expanding my business in your area. Would you be willing to have coffee with me? Would you be willing to host an event at your space if you've gotten to know them well enough? Would you be willing to introduce me to more people? I'll do all the work, and I'm happy to throw in some of our best products and give you some referral cash. So what do they need help with? What's in it for them? That's a successful cold call, not what you need, what you want. How can they help you? Okay, reverse that verbiage. My why? Why do I do this? Why do I love this? Why is IN.FORM so important to me? And that's because it has given me the ability to schedule my family time first in my book, and then my working hours around that. And to me, that is freedom. We are blessed with a good life and good health thanks to IN.FORM. If you've learned nothing tonight, at least know this. What you put into this business is what you will get out of it. So get after it. Now it is time for you to take the wheel on our beautiful fall drive. I'm going to hop in the back seat. You're going to hop in the front seat, and you're going to drive this convertible down this country road to see the fall leaves fall very soon. So if you haven't already, write down that list of 200 names. Schedule in the time to do your income producing activities. And then I challenge you to lead one person from member to manager, just how you did it. This is my team. By the way, we had our prosperity meeting out on a boat this summer. How fun. But these fabulous ladies are in the driver's seat now. They would not be rocking their Nature Sunshine business if I had been too afraid or too shy to share the sunshine with them. So don't miss out on an opportunity to give someone the same lifestyle that you're living now. All right, thank you, and I'm going to let Scott wrap things up for us tonight. He's going to deliver some of your questions to me.
Judy, you are amazing. That is just a phenomenal presentation. I love the metaphors that you shared with us, the the actionable steps that you provided for us. Boy, if people came to the webinar without a good set of plans, they now have them tonight, thanks to you. So that was just a rock solid presentation. So yes, comments are coming in. People are thanking you. Great presentation, good info from Jan Pope down in Florida is one that just typed in a quick thank you. And folks, I failed to mention this at the beginning of our IN.FORM webinar tonight. If you do have any questions, quickly type them in. I have a couple of slides that I'll go through right now, and that'll give you some time to type in any questions that you may want Judy to address. So type those in now. Another thing that I did want to mention is that on your panel, on your computer, you may have noticed that we have a copy of the slides that Judy used during our presentation that you can download directly from tonight's webinar right to your computer. So if you haven't already downloaded those and you would like them, hop over to that little panel, click on the download the presentation, and you'll be able to get those on your computer that you can review later personally and with your team as well. Let's talk about a couple of things that we do have coming up that would be good for you to be aware of. We are just knocking on the door of our Nature Sunshine Inspire Summit, which is scheduled to begin next week in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm hoping that many of you have already signed up to participate. Join us at our Inspire Summit. We'll have lots of great information that will take place over about a 2.5-day period there in Cincinnati. One thing that is an addition to our Inspire Summit is the opportunity for you to come and learn even more about how to succeed as an IN.FORM coach. On Sunday, September 10th, from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m., we have an IN.FORM leader training specific for you folks that, again, want additional instruction from the finest coaches that we have. The cost is what I would term relatively minimal. It's $25, and that does include a lunch where we'll have a chance to sit down and visit with one another. The meeting by design is going to be somewhat, the attendance, I should say, will be somewhat small so that we can network and ask lots of questions among one another. So this is a great opportunity for you to, again, learn from the best. What else will you learn? You see some items listed on the screen here: how to bring in new coaches, how to help them achieve success, the latest science on the IN.FORM program. We're excited to make a big announcement about some science related to the IN.FORM program during our IN.FORM Summit, or I should say Inspire Summit next week. Additionally, how IN.FORM helps you generate solid income, how IN.FORM will help you advance and rank. So much more will be part of that 6-hour time that we'll have together. So if your schedule allows you to come to Cincinnati beginning next Thursday and stay through Sunday, fantastic. You'll be glad that you did. If you're unable to stay that long but can join us on Sunday, September 10th for the IN.FORM Leader Training, fantastic for that as well. You will certainly be glad that you did. We're also going to offer an IN.FORM certification for new coaches, and that will be taught by your very own Judy Pladna. Judy is going to teach an IN.FORM certification class for us on Sunday, and so if you have people in your groups that are ready to become an IN.FORM coach, this will be a great opportunity for them to come and learn from Judy, as we just did, and they will leave that day as a fully certified IN.FORM coach. We are just about wrapped up with the warm summer month of August, but it's not too late to participate in our August Start Your Group promotion. You see that we have some nice incentives for you if you start a group and get it recorded in our coaches portal by the end of the month. So you have a couple more days. You just need to start a group with 5 or more people and upload that information into our coaches portal. If you have any questions on how to do that, please reach out to me, and I will make sure that you learn the nice easy way to get onto the coaches portal and get the information there. If you do that, we'll provide you with $50 of product credit. We'll also send you a nice box of our chocolate IN.FORM Whey samples that you can use in your IN.FORM meetings. Then if over the course of your 13 weeks with your participants, as you increase their understanding, their knowledge of why they need to be on these IN.FORM products, we're going to reward you with additional product credit. So in any given month where you have 500 QV in our weight management products in your group that you're teaching, we'll give you an additional $100 of product credit. If that QV reaches 1,000 or higher, we'll give you one more additional $100 of product credit for a total of $250. So that's awaiting you by getting your groups up and running, by getting 5 or more people involved, and then encouraging them to really benefit from our weight management products that we have. I'm also hoping that many of you are familiar with our Reset Breakfast campaign that we've had going on for the last couple of months. This has been a fun campaign, and in fact, it's been one of the best promotions that we've offered at Nature Sunshine in several, I'm going to say years even. So you see the hashtag, Let's Reset Breakfast this summer. The concept is it's time to take back breakfast and rebalance our microbiome so that we can get that body of ours back where it needs to be. We do this by starting our day with a quality protein, either our Love and Peas, or Nature's Harvest, any of our smart meals, and so on. Start your day with a quality protein, add a probiotic, and then we are going to accelerate that detoxification with our very popular Purify product. So this is what the Reset Breakfast packages look like. This is one of 10 different versions that we've put together. So as you know, we do have several different kinds of proteins available, and we've tried to compile 10 different packages that we call our Reset Breakfast pack that gives you a nice assortment or different varieties of our many proteins. So when you purchase one of our Reset Breakfast packages, what you're doing is you're purchasing 3 different bags of protein, as you see on the screen here. You're also purchasing a bottle of our metabolic age support probiotic. That's the small white-green bottle that you see on the screen. When you purchase that in a package, the package has a nice discount, and we're going to throw in a box of the IN.FORM Purify, which you see right here, the big green box in the front, which is worth over $50. So we'll give you that box of Purify for free. You just take advantage of the Reset Breakfast package and get 3 packages of protein and an IN.FORM Metabolic Age Support System probiotic, and you're on your way. We'll send you that free box of Purify along with your package. Here you see a group of us at home office resetting our breakfast one morning not too long ago. Some of myself and some of my colleagues are there starting our day off with, most of us started it off with one of those nice chocolate whey protein shakes. So you do the same. If you do something like this, if you take a picture of yourself enjoying one of our proteins, and if you want to include a picture of you maybe swallowing some IN.FORM probiotic or just something kind of fun, just a fun picture, if you upload that on one of your favorite social media platforms using the hashtag #ResetBreakfast, we're going to give away some prizes, and hopefully we'll have a chance to give away a prize to you for sharing your resetting breakfast in progress. We'd love to do that. Well, very good. We do thank you, as the slide says, for joining us tonight. I'm going to just take a quick peek over at our question window here and see if I think we've covered just about everything. Deborah's asking the question, what if some of the weight management products bought are through your downlines? Do you keep track of the total products bought from all of your line? Great question, Deborah. So the way that works, you're referring to whether or not you're eligible for the additional product credit for having weight management products sold through you. We actually check you, so we check your account and then the people that are participating with you in your group. So let's say you have 7 participants. We'll look at your purchases for the month and then the purchases of those 7 people in your group. And if between the 8 of you, if your weight management products add up to 500, then we'll give you an additional 100 product credit. If they add up to 1,000 QV or higher, we'll give you one more $100 in product credit for a total of 250. So hopefully that addresses that adequately, Deborah. With that, Judy, I think your presentation was so thorough that you've addressed everything that has come in to us, and hopefully anything that maybe people are wondering about or we're wondering about at the outset of our webinar together. So I think what that means is that you've done a fantastic job, and we can probably call it good. So on behalf of all of us at Nature Sunshine's home office, we thank those of you tonight that participated in the webinar. A special thank you to our phenomenal presenter, Judy Pladna, who shared her passion, her wisdom with all of us in an attempt to help us reach greater heights as we share this wonderful IN.FORM message with as many people as we possibly can. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you again. Have a wonderful evening. We'll look forward to getting back together on a future IN.FORM webinar, hopefully in the near future. Thanks so much, and good night.